Hey guys, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. So our snowbird trip has concluded. We've made it all the way back to sort of our base station here in Lund, British Columbia. It's where our boat is. So we've got ourselves parked in a local RV park here called Sunderland RV. Just a few steps from the marina actually, and only 5 minutes from where the boat is stored. We'll stay here for a few weeks while we work on the boat. I'll take you over there and give you a look at what we're doing, how it survived the winter. Let's give you a quick look at the RV park here. It's early in the season, so not many RVs, only a few RVs in the park. Kind of a smallish park. It does have a few cabins, as you can see, that they rent out. But nice quiet surroundings here in amongst the forest. Anyway, let's get into the truck and head over to the boat, see how it survived the winter. So our snowbird trip is over and we're back at the boat. Let's give you a kind of a rundown of the tasks we have ahead of us. We're going to spend a few weeks in the boatyard fixing things up. You can see one of the things I have to do is the dinghy here. We had a couple pinholes in here last season. Kept having to pump it up, so I've got a really good patch kit for that. So I can get that patched. Show you our little storage room in here. So we got all our crap still to go in the boat, kinds of cushions for the seats, but we did get the cover off. You can see in these 3 big bags is our boat cover, and it worked really well again. When I got back, the cover was still all in place, so did a pretty good job of cinching everything down, and inside the boat was all dry. Haven't found any evidence of mildew or mold or anything, and no rodent droppings or evidence, which is really good. Another project I'm doing this season is I'm pulling out the lead acid house battery bank. I got 4 big golf cart batteries here. Just charging them up because I'm going to give them to the fellow who kind of kept an eye on our boat over the season. And then also, this is going to go inside. I have a couple different lithium banks in there. I'm actually going to have 3 different lithium banks and the lead acid chargers, AGMs, for starting the engine. This one I think I'm going to put right in the bow, and it's going to power our windlass for the anchor and also the bow thruster. I'll be able to get it very close. I'll show you once we're inside the boat. But anyway, lots of projects. And it's got all kinds of chemicals and stuff so that she can work on things. She's going to do some of the sanding and repainting, kind of, they call it the bright work, the teak, so you can see her up there. Let's climb up there and give you a look at what she's doing. I hate that tedious type of work. I'll work on the engine and the electrical systems and the plumbing, that sort of thing. I'll leave that up to her. There we go. There she is. Hey. So right now she's just using the heat gun and a scraper to get the old sea towel off of it. You can see where some of it's kind of gotten black underneath. She wants to take care of that. All along, at least the port side is the worst. Start with that, see how far we get. We don't want to spend too much time in the boatyard. We want to go boating.
That's right. Whatever I can get done in a couple weeks.
That's right. A couple weeks and that's it. Let's take you up top here. So yeah, I haven't even cleaned the boat yet, and this is how good it was already. Got a couple solar panels mounted, and of course the solar panels that go up on the bimini once we get that up there. Got Anne's seat all ready to go. We're at, they call it Jack's Boatyard in Lund, and this time of year it's super busy. Everybody's out getting their boat prepped to go. Take a look inside. There's the front there. All nice and dry. I haven't washed this at all, so cover really worked good. So there was a little bit of boat smell in here because I had the engine compartment open to let air in and out. And there's a major project going on now You can see that's the box for the old lead acid battery bank, and it's a good time right now. You can see down there, that's where the box was, and I always wanted to kind of see what was under there. It looks pretty grimy and dirty. This board was in there, all sorts of things that had been dropped over the years into the bilge. Found them, so I'm going to clean all this up and repaint it. We've got some bilge paint, make it all nice and white before I put that box back down there. And of course the old Ford Lehman diesel engine, I'm going to have to de-winterize it and fire it up, make sure everything's okay there. Got a little bit of seepage of coolant in there, so I'm going to check the hoses and stuff like that, see where that kind of little bit of a weeping came from, but not bad. You know, it's been almost 8 months that we've been away. And this year I have a project with the engine, is I'm going to install these adapters for the secondary fuel filters so that I can use just spin-on ones. Right now they have ones with a bunch of little O-rings that are a real pain to change. And I have the oil filter, and I still have to get a primary fuel filter. Got a new impeller for the salt water intake, and while I have the coolant hoses apart, I'll put a new fan belt on and a spare. Down in here is the front compartment, cabin they call it, V-berth, and down in here is where one of those lithium batteries is going to go, because this is the bow thruster, and you can see this red and black, it comes all the way from the AGM starter batteries. So I'm going to shorten that all up and put a lithium here and use these to charge with. Should fit down there nicely in that dry compartment there. I've already reinstalled my Xantrex lithium batteries that I used last year as a pair of Xantrex 240 amp hour, and then they power a Xantrex 2000 watt inverter, sort of the core off-grid. And then I have a couple watt cycle there that I'm going to put in that box and put them back down there, and that's going to be my backup bank. So I'll have a main bank and a backup bank, and then one specifically for the anchor and the bow thruster. Anyway, that's my plan. So everything looks good. I'll go in the back of the boat here, give you a look. You have to clean up that battery box and everything. Yeah, so no leaks or anything. Start getting our bedding all washed and put in. I have a dehumidifier running in here. This is one that I bought that one winter we had to spend in British Columbia during the COVID. We bought that for staying in the RV, so it's kind of nice to be able to put it in the boat. So yeah, have to get the plumbing all de-winterized too. Some of the parts of the toilet were taken out, and then we've got like that pink stuff to run out through there. I'll sanitize the fresh water tanks. All kinds of bits and pieces to go. Anyway, let's give you kind of an update video on what we're doing, and of course I'll have maybe some videos if I do any interesting things, probably some of the battery and electrical installs, because I've already done videos on the how I winterize it and de-winterize it before. So if I do anything new, I'll post a video, and any products that I'm going to review. Like there is that new battery that I'm going to install, that big battery, so look forward to that. Until next time, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. Cheers everyone.